way.
Yep. Well, I mean, this is good to figure out for the Phantom Thieves because we were already crushing one scam organization. I guess we can go after another now.
Hey.
Something kind of interesting about this, though, is that the Holy Stone isn't entirely useless. But I'll show that soon because we have an invite from Ryuji. Now, this is actually a very special invite, but you wouldn't know this unless you've been following, like, the Twitter of the actual developers of this game. I'll just stress, this is pretty much optional. Even for ACE, I know that in my New Game Plus playthrough, I swapped this out for a rank up with Takemi instead, and if you're playing casually, Unfortunately, I'd recommend that you do the same, because honestly, this is not really necessary, but because this is all Confidant events, I'm going to do it. It does actually unlock a new location, though. As we see here, Ichigaya, which just always makes me think of Camp Ichigaya from Shin Megami Tensei 4, particularly the way that the characters say it in voice acting. It's always like, Camp Ichigaya. Like, they have this very specific way of saying it. It's just, I don't know why it stuck with me. And it stuck with me just from watching other people play it. I've never actually played that game myself.
Hey.
So the reason why this is such an important hangout is because this is canonically Ryuji's birthday. But at night, we're fishermen. Oh wait, it's the daytime now. It helps if you yell persona when reeling in.
Whoa!
But yeah, this event gives points with Kawakami as well as Ryuji. Not that Kawakami is really in the mood for points right now. Oh, I'm sorry, we just got hit by innovation status. Yeah, she has a lot of stresses on her mind right now. She really, really needs... Oh, Ryuji, don't do that. It's just like Boyd and Titania and Path of Radiance all over again.
For real?
Huh, you know, maybe you should quit the maid business. You'd probably make more doing this. Yeah, pretty sure she has to free herself from negative thoughts all the time. So the trick is not to think. I'd be perfect at that. Except both of these are great. Yeah, Ryuji, you don't know why she's so jaded. You actually don't know she was the one we called during Operation Maid Watch, and it's probably best that you don't. I'd imagine if he did find out at this moment, he'd probably run screaming and fall in the fish pond. Whoa. She's still self-deprecating even now. She is the true master fisher.
Wanna head back?
Well, I mean, that's the lesser of two evils when it comes to running into your teacher after school, and we've already seen the bigger one.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, hey, no one's texting us today. Also, home shopping. Also, Awajiru. You can still get Awajiru at night. So what do we got today? Oh, wait, we just spent most of our money. Bodybuilding set. Imported protein and moist protein. Okay, that's good if you go to the gym a lot. Calm Mind sets. Raises your special attack and special defense. For some reason, Calm Mind is like, it has been always been one of my favorite moves in Pokemon. I don't know why, I really love Calm Mind as a move. I don't know if it's because I often gravitate towards special sweepers, and also because I just like stat boosting moves in Pokemon. Okay, how expensive are these? Fairly expensive. I don't know if I'm not really using a lot of lockdown personally right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna get that, and instead I'm gonna go to the airsoft shop, and like I said, I'm gonna sell stuff.
Okay.
Okay, that's worth more than I thought.
You should be grateful.
I am certainly grateful. Wow, I feel like I've only lost 50,000 now. Also, yeah, so what I said about that Holy Stone, it does break into 3 items worth 5 SP, so essentially for 100,000 yen, we got 3 drinks. I also hate that my drinks are uneven right now, but there's not really much I can do about that at the moment. So today, we're just gonna go and see Yoshida. But first, I am so sorry. So, I noticed, I was looking at the analytics in one of my videos, and I noticed there was a huge dip when I started seeing as this guy. And in that case, mission accomplished. Lullaby of Ruin, oh boy. Should I do this as like a Jigglypuff song? Inside a ball of dirty bills, a tempter dances in the dark, ready for a crazy party, baby. A night of greed covered in money, 10% interest every 10 days. Be sure to spend it wisely. I am so sorry, except I'm not really. Oh, he talks about spending our money wisely, and then we just, well, spent 100,000 yen on a scam. Anyway, let's talk to Yoshida. Except I forgot to buy our Jiru. Why do I keep doing that?
Man.
So, yeah, I had to redo the last 2 days. Is it worth it for that much guts? You be the judge. Anyway,
I feel indebted. Everyone.
huh, so is that Shido ripping off this guy, or is this guy ripping off him? I like how this guy's name tag is just a Yoshida detractor.
Yes.
Yeah, someone's past shouldn't define them. That's a funny thing to say out of context. And yet my name is still Yoshida Detractor.
You. Thank you.
Maybe yet another adult sees something of themselves in Joker. Now, I know that his thing, it says Yasashi Shakai, which is, like, kind society, and then Akarui, which would be bright, so I'm guessing bright future? Okay, no new bonus at rank 4.
Alright.
And we're steadily working on this one. It certainly served us well in the Bank Palace. I remember using its fundraising a lot in the vanilla game back in the second palace, I've said before, but it feels more appropriate to use it in the third, really. And it was, you know, right when we needed the 100,000 yen.
I shall ask you again another time.
Yeah, I'm personally not great at figuring out which options give points with Yoshida. It doesn't really matter, though, since the points don't matter. There's always got to be one of those, I suppose you could call them, whose line is it anyway, social links in every Persona game. But yeah, as always, this adult we're talking to is not that different from us. I wonder if he actually has a family. He never really mentions anything like that. But now, today, the 4th of July... Oh, actually, wait, yeah, 4th of July, actually. I didn't realize, because it's actually not a holiday where I live. But on this day, we are going to do one of my favorite rank ups in the game, Yusuke rank 5. But first, we're going to apparently just completely finish Ghost Encounters thanks to Speed Reader to get a little bit of Guts. Guts is going to be good. What if it's like a transcript of the Ghost Stories dub, and in that case, reading it out loud would probably get you some very strange looks? Yeah, if you don't know what the Ghost Stories dub is, you may want to look into it, but I should warn you, it's... From what I remember, it's very much not safe for work. I think even the Japanese, like, producers actually requested they do that. They just say, hey, you know what, just make up whatever you want for the dub, it's fine. I think it was just considered a very mediocre anime in Japan, and I guess they just wanted to do anything to make it sell in the West. It basically became an official abridged series. Like, that's pretty much exactly what the Ghost Stories dub is.
Oh my god.
Okay, right, actually, maybe Hi Everyone is my second favorite voice clip from Miss Chouno. Yeah, like, in Australia we get both dry heat and humid heat. Yep, 30 days has September, April, June, and November, all the rest have 31. And then, like, the rest of that, like, mnemonic gets weird based on which version that you're thinking about, because sometimes it says except for February alone, and then others say it's weird. Anyway, July and August having 31 days, 2 people are responsible for that. Okay, then. Aphrodite and Mars, that'd be kind of funny. Hideyoshi and Ieyasu, no, that's not the... I think Japan actually used a completely different calendar before they adopted the Gregorian one, but it would be Julius and Augustus.
This is
Both Caesars.
That's correct.
Well, yeah, that's typical emperors.
Nice going.
Apparently Nero, like, wasn't quite as crazy as most people say he was, but he still did some pretty weird things. Well, I mean, as long as you can have in Japan, it still doesn't feel that long from what I know of Persona games. Definitely have longer holidays, where I live, the school holidays are, like, synced directly to the year, so you start the year in February and end in, late November, which I've always really liked. But, yeah. Oh, we're going to be going to Mementos pretty soon, don't worry. But before then, we're going to, like I said, oh, this is going to be fun. I shall beat this slump! I hope I'm not overhyping this, but the first time I played Persona 5, I was almost literally rolling on the floor laughing when I saw this rank up. This is our first time in the Kanda Church. It is an actual place, apparently. I found several results for churches in Kanda when I was searching. One of them is Russian Orthodox. I don't think it's this one.
Indeed.
I mean, I'm sure you could do a better job in Madarame, to be perfectly honest.
Well then.
So, the first reason this rank up is amazing, this is the option that gives the most points. So, this rank up begins with Yusuke asking Joker to strip in the middle of a church. I meant it to be funny though.
Now then.
That is the weakest crucifixion I've ever seen. He's just like, how long do I have to hold this for?
No.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people forget that crucifixion was an incredibly brutal execution process. Like, you're just straight up nailing somebody to wood and then just waiting until they die. Well, this is gonna take a lot of explaining. Yes, that was art. No, don't knock that. That is the best art I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Honestly, that kind of sounds like what we're talking to Maruki about. Yeah, I'm sure there's already, we're already getting a lot of very weird looks. So, I'm borrowing a little bit from Lady Virgilia here, but a theme of Yusuke's Confidant is duality and things not really always being as they seem. Last time we had what looked like romantic love being familial love. This time we have two different interpretations of the crucifixion, so yeah.
I'm in your debt.
And now Yusuke can create skill cards that he's created before by unlocking the power of the passion of the Yusuke. I'm, you know, I've already seen this before. I don't know if my laughter is like 100% fully genuine. I wish, like, I actually recorded my reaction to seeing this, because I don't think, like, even though I wasn't blind on this game, I was completely blind on this rank up. And so, when particularly that last pose there just killed me. Like, I was just dying when I saw that, and it just, yeah, I broke completely. Could I talk to you, about something? You know, maybe that church is gonna get a lot more visitors now because they're like, are those weird guys here again? I just realized Ren and Yusuke could now do the strangest nativity play ever. Although nativity is just the birth, I think. Anyway. There's still hope. Yusuke's probably got a sketch right now of Ren doing that pose. Which, by the way, from what I've read, Yusuke does do that pose in the dancing game as well. Dancing in the starlight. So, just... I don't know why I love that rank up so much, but I just do. That's probably my favorite rank up, like, individual rank up in any Persona game. Well, at least for comedy. For, like, more, you know, pathos and drama, there are other rank ups, but that's probably my favorite comedic rank up in 3, 4, and 5. And, yeah, that also kind of reminds me of, like, back when I was at high school, like, The Passion of the Christ, the film, actually came out around that time, and I mostly remember it because I never saw it, but, like, everyone in my religious studies classes was just begging our teachers to let us watch it. They're like, oh, can we watch The Passion of the Christ? And, like, clearly they were only doing it because it's supposedly incredibly gory. Like, that's the only reason they wanted to see it. The closest we got was we watched an episode of John Saffron vs. God where he watches The Passion of the Christ, but they don't show any footage of that movie in that episode. But yeah, back into actual, you know, important story stuff. Yusuke is saying something very, very wise here. Loss of the leader does not necessarily spell out the demise of the group. And yeah, I know some groups are held together by a leader, but that's honestly something that, like, I think it's, to reference something else, like, they go into that in the trope talk on evil empires and overly sarcastic productions, the fact that, like, a lot of works just assume, oh hey, we killed the evil emperor, now the world will magically get better, right? Not really. Yeah. It's why a lot of those stories use a whole, you know, hidden rightful king situation so that they have at least someone who can bring in some stability afterwards. Oh, more of these detective shows. My throat actually hurts from all the laughing I just did in that rank up. Why is misspelling, dying message such a thing in Japanese media? Because I know they make a big joke about that in Danganronpa 1. But okay, what we're actually doing tonight is... we're spending a lot of time doing this. We've been wasting so many days. Hi there! Oh, you're with a client. Client, you might want to walk away because we have some very, very stern words for that fortune teller. And, yeah, they're words that you probably don't want to be hearing right now. But maybe we can stop this person from making the biggest mistake of their life. Like I said, there's so many people in this game that make me go, ugh. Well, I mean, that's good advice.
this?
Or, you know, as Ryuji's Confidant would say, he's just an asshole. Oh, right, she's already bought one.
What?
Let me guess, 36 installments with a lot of interest. And you also have to, get 10 friends to also buy Holy Stones.
For real?
Yeah, despite what it seems, you don't have any knowledge of the metaverse, so you would just hear meowing. Oh, I just want to straight up say this.
The thing is...
Well, good thing we don't have normal human methodologies, huh? Hopefully she doesn't think we're organizing a hit or something. Time to change fates, as they accidentally translated, I think it was, Lucina's crit quote as in, Smash Bros, when she should say, I challenge my fate, because it's the same quote from, Awakening, but anyway.
Goodness gracious!
Well, I've already helped to an extent. Putting you out of business, that's what we're doing. No, don't worry, I think we can take it. I mean, we have, protection from weaknesses with, the Ring of Vanity, after all.
Fine.
So, we've kind of got a bet going on with this fortune teller now. And we have a mementos request. So this is a lot of work, but it is worth it eventually, trust me. I wanted to pick that up before we next go to mementos, which is going to be pretty soon, honestly.
This humidity is overwhelming. Indeed.
Still the rainy season, though. Doesn't seem like it's letting up anytime soon, which is good for mementos. And I technically could go today, but it's not rainy now. While it will be tomorrow, so that's when the guide goes into mementos again. So today... the Red Light District. yeah, there's nothing really else we can do, so, oh, and I got the cheap priestess option. It's fine, anything works. Oh yes, we're not going to pull a Ryuji, don't worry. Huh, biggest in Asia? I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure there are places in other Asian countries that are just as big. Looks pretty weird during the daytime, though. Hotbed for criminals and illegal immigrants. Oh, you better watch out for those illegal immigrants. They might speak other languages at you. Yeah, well, I mean, she probably means those kind of, you know, trafficking people who exploit immigrants and bring them in and then just force them into sex slavery or things like that. That does happen, apparently. Oh, there probably still are. Love and Cafe. Yeah, that's probably one of them. You're very well informed.
Yes.
Oh no, I only know about these things so I can get away from... Sorry, I'm making that reference too much. Well, unless your name is Ryuji.
But
I mean, there's no way to eradicate crime entirely. Well, of course, we still have a scamming fortune teller running around here. Now that the team's in town, that's all gone underground. Yeah,
shall
for
we
some
go?
reason, like, semi-ironically, but also semi-not, I really like the Team Chaotix theme song from Sonic Heroes. I mean, it's so cheesy, but it's in a good way. But she reminded them she knows Aikido and they backed off.
Oh my.
Yeah, you might want to not ask that directly. Makoto is still not great at detective work.
Yes.
Yeah, and also this, the Aikido thing. One of the few methods of, fighting that the Phantom Thieves know that works just as effectively in the real world as it does on Shadows.
Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, you already do enough.
All right.
I mean, as student council president, though, I wonder if you could recognize some of them by face. Or some of them are dumb enough to wear their uniforms.
Did you notice this?
Yes, I did indeed notice this. I get the feeling salon is in gigantic air quotes. The after-school salon, if you know what I mean. There are actually a lot of places in Japan that use loopholes to get around certain laws, but
All right then.
yeah, I'm sure if we didn't come, there would be a lot of guys there with broken noses right now. So, looking into the Shujin student that she saw there, this is the point where we get into this part of the Confidant. So, Makoto's Confidant is one of the least liked in this game, even by people who like Makoto. In fact, it's typically people who do like her who dislike her Confidants, because there are issues, let's just say. And we'll get into that later. I don't want to spoil exactly why people don't like it now. But yeah, well, scammers sure are relentless. Well, that fortune teller is. And today, we are going to make Justine and Caroline happy because we are finally going to be taking them to an outing in the city.
Let's do it.
What are you gonna do today? Now.
Hones both the body and spirit. This is actually very literal if you know where they're referring to. A rehabilitation facility, I guess you could call it that. In fact, they probably do physical rehab. So you actually do need to have unlocked these locations in order to take the twins there. So if you haven't got to rank 5 in Ryuji's Confidants, or a little later in Arn's Confidants, then you won't be able to do this visit.
Let's go, inmate.
It's part of why some of the ACE hangout events are actually important. Because they unlock locations that you need for this, I guess you could call it a side quest.
Oh my.
We don't often see Joker in this jacket, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure there are places out there like that. Oh, we don't have any option to say, it's a torture device. I felt for sure that you'd get that kind of option. I mean, some would definitely consider it a torture device. That's 6 kilograms, apparently. Don't even know if I could handle that. I'm not good with weightlifting. Oh no. Oh no. How heavy are they exactly?
Shut up.
Like, are they the weight of an average human child, or are they lighter? Like, I'd think that maybe they're lighter, but I don't know. And now my arms no longer work. Oh, of course it's the treadmill.
Marvelous.
You know, it might be... I was literally about to say that. It might be useful for lockdown. Oh no. What does this button do? The 5 words that always end in disaster whenever they're said in fiction. And yeah, there we go, there's the Yamcha pose. You do this if, like, the first time you go on the treadmill generally in the gym, not just in this, scene. I was about to say rank up, but it's not really. Yeah, you're normally only allowed to use this after you've mastered every other piece of equipment. This is the final thing that you have to use in the gym.
Hey, inmate.
I love how pathetic Joker's martial arts skills are the first time he tries to fight the dummy. I was defeated by a piece of wood. I was holding back to spare the wood. It's seen too much horror in its life. Yeah, I feel like if they tried their hand at this, they'd probably just chainsaw it. this is why you really want to do this, App Pupil. And now we can have Yusuke duplicate that, which is really important, because App Pupil, if you don't know, raises critical rates. It's a very good skill to have, particularly on endgame personas running gun builds, because one-shot kill, the strongest gun skill, has a naturally high crit rate. So generally most gun builds run crit builds at the same time.
Really?
Grandpa ass is one of the most interesting adjectives I've heard to describe something. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This just reminds me about how Mahjong is considered a hardcore gambling game in Japan, whereas it's considered like a grandma's game here. Yeah, we know she's in the church. We probably should have seen her already. Like, the game probably expects we should have seen her already, but, yeah. I wonder if she was there and witnessed that entire passion of the Yusuke incident. Yeah, Yusuke mentioned her.
Right.
And the TV said she was a famous shogi player.
Good morning.
Oh, hi there.
Well, shall we begin?
Well...
And yet another teacher whose car is about to be towed.
What's all this?
Yeah, just notice Arn's incredibly pink pencil case there.
What do you want to do?
So we're going to read again. We're going to be spending most of this time reading, and here we can zip straight through Zoro the Outlaw. I still think it's interesting that Zoro was like pretty much one of the first examples of a superhero.
Yep.
Of course, Morgana loves this one.
Whoa. Hey!
Yeah, stories about people, saving, you know, the common folk from corrupt, authority seem to have been pretty universal amongst humanity.
That's odd.
Yep.
Morgana's really sticking his head out there. But... today... we're going to be heading into Memento since it's raining and there's not really a whole lot else that we could do right now. Arn's available, but she's not ready to rank up. And yeah, she's the only one who is, so yeah. Nothing much better to do with our time than go to Memento, so I'll be seeing you in there next time. Change of Heart's getting close, but first we have a little bit more dungeon action.